Hey, business building warrior, welcome to Silent Sales Machine Radio, the podcast that features hundreds of incredible success stories from students of the proven Amazon course. And what we do on weekends around here, if you're listening in real time, it's Saturday. Hope you're having a great weekend. And hey, Merry Christmas as well, by the way, if no one's told you yet. But what we do around weekends is we give you a couple of updates, anything that's time sensitive, the content that you need to know. If there's something important we want to announce, that's what we do on the weekends. And then the second portion of our show is specifically designed to welcome any new listeners into our community by telling you exactly what it is we do around here, the opportunities that we can help you pursue, and giving you all the facts, evidence, and details that you need to make a really good decision about getting into this incredible Amazon selling arena that we've been a part of for so long. So, part one, current announcements. Part two, newbie friendly encouragement and information that will help you get to know us a little bit better and find out what it is we have to offer you that can help you make more money online. So, part one, what do I got? Well, first, let's start here. We have a special going on right now. As you may have realized, if you've been around a while, the proven Amazon course does not go on sale more than once a year. Most years it doesn't go on sale at all. The price creeps up over time. ProvenAmazonCourse.com is the website. Right now, because you're a listener to our podcast, I'm going to tell you about a special page where you can go and get a full year of access to Proven Amazon Course for 60%, approximately 60% off the price you'd have to pay if you just paid the monthly subscription. Now, if you don't know what Proven Amazon Course is, it is a content library of all of the Amazon seller training and content that our team has created. The newest modules, the oldest modules, the events that people have paid thousands of dollars to attend, all the different strategies, the advanced strategies, the brand new seller hand holding step-by-step modules, all of it is in there. Think of the Proven Amazon course as Netflix, but it's filled with Amazon seller training strategies. So with Netflix, you get all these movies, right? And you pay monthly and you can watch whatever you want whenever you want. Well, that's what we do with the Proven Amazon course is we've created a library and you get what you need when you need it, just in time education for a few dollars per month. But right now, there is a 60% off sale going on. And if you go to silentjim.com/60, then the letter X, 60X, that's the secret page where you can get 60% off the Proven Amazon course. And that sale will end very soon after this episode airs. So if you missed it, I apologize. You missed it. But still, for $39 a month, you can get our normal deal. But if you want to save about 60% off of that for the year, get over to silentjim.com/60X and you'll see that special page with a link. You can save 60%. The other big announcement that I have for you before we get into the newbie friendly training for today is that 3P Mercury is catching fire. We've got hundreds of users now reporting incredible results. Reselling is changing. Amazon reselling is changing. It's nowhere near as complicated as it used to be, thanks to a very intelligent tool that manages the workflow. Here's how reselling has changed. If you haven't heard anyone say it yet, you're going to hear it more and more. Hundreds of people have already figured this out. The old way of reselling on Amazon meant constantly looking for good products, constantly looking for good ASINs, knowing that that ASIN might last a while and then it won't be good anymore. And you're constantly looking for new sales, discounts, new sources, getting in there before everyone else and hoping you can make some money before inevitably the price drops and you have to keep the search going. Well, the new way is just two steps. The best way to describe it is two steps. Step one, find products anywhere and everywhere. ASINs, we call them, right? Because that's what Amazon calls each product in their catalog. So find these ASINs anywhere and everywhere. We have sellers in our community that have tens of thousands of ASINs that they've loaded into 3P Mercury. And then step two, after you've done that, regardless of whether the products are great or discounted or on sale, whatever, after you've done that, 3P Mercury has filters that will scrape through the entire database and find the products that make the most sense for you to sell right now. That's the 2 steps. Pour in ASINs, run the filters. That's it. Now, you're still running a real business. Obviously, there's other details. I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but the process has been changed dramatically because of 3P Mercury. It does so much of the heavy lifting for you. If you want to get the best price on 3P Mercury, there is still a page set up right now at 3pmercury.com slash friends. That's 3P Mercury, the number 3, the letter P, the word Mercury, just like the planet, 3pmercury.com slash friends. That is a massive 75% off price discount page that will get you the best deal that's offered anywhere on 3P Mercury. All right, like I promised you, what we do on weekends around here is we give you a couple of announcements and then we get right into the good stuff of helping you decide, if you're new around here, helping you decide if you're interested in starting a business as a reseller on Amazon, which is one of the core business models that our community has really embraced, to the point where we've probably helped more people succeed with that strategy than any other group in the world. Remember, we've been doing e-commerce for 20 years. And we've seen a lot of different ideas and strategies. This is the one that we're most excited about right now. That's why we keep talking about it so much. And we'd love to show you more about what that means to be a reseller on Amazon and why right now is arguably the best time in all of Amazon history to be jumping in and doing this business model. Let's talk about more in the next segment. Thanks for joining us today. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the weekend update episode of Silent Sales Machine Radio. Many weekends, we do pretty much the same thing, and we introduce all the newest listeners to our show to a few important key facts. The first one is you found a great group if you're trying to use the internet creatively to build the income streams of your dreams. You know people are making money online. You want to learn how to do it yourself. We've been teaching e-commerce success concepts for over 2 decades. As you begin to do your research, you're going to see that's true. We've got a Facebook group with way over 80,000 members in it, completely free. I'll tell you about that. We've got the longest running Amazon seller training that continues to crank out incredible success stories. You can hear them interviewed on this podcast, hundreds of them. I'll tell you more about that. We've got the industry leading course for training people, assuming you know nothing, and getting you up to speed, building a beautiful business. I'll tell you more about that as well in the next few minutes. Let me lay a little groundwork first. Who we are, what we do, what qualifies us to deserve some of your attention if you're serious about building a business online. And then we're going to talk a little bit specifically about what business model we're most excited about right now that we want to introduce you to so you can begin your journey towards earning more money online and hopefully getting that lifestyle that you've always dreamed of that so many of us have achieved. Well, my name is Jim. Like I said, my wife and I have had one source of income for over 2 decades now, and that's using the internet creatively. Actually, she homeschooled our 5 kids. They're all young adults now. As of this recording, I've got 3 grandkids. We're in a great season of life, but we've got plenty of proof and evidence and experience that shows using the internet creatively, using the strategies we teach here, not only has it worked for our family as our only source of income, we've taught thousands of others, and you can meet them. I mentioned our free Facebook group earlier and a couple of the resources. If you're not familiar yet with silentjimdotcom, that's the main website of this podcast, get over there, check it out. It's got a link to our free Facebook group. As of this recording, well over 80,000 members in that free group. We're very picky about who we let in. There's actually a 3-question application process. Most people don't get in because we turn away spammers and clowns and people with an agenda. We want real people who are serious. We look at your profile. We make sure it's a real account, not a bot, that sort of thing. So it's 80,000 legitimate entrepreneurs who are trying to use the internet creatively and supporting each other as well in their journey. And there's one business model that the vast majority of us have in common. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But if you get over to Silent Jim again as well, you're going to look for a link to the Proven Amazon course. That's where you should start if you're serious about building a business online. If you listen to our podcast, you're going to hear hundreds of interviews of students who have been through the Proven Amazon course or our coaching, which, By the way, of course, there's a link to our coaching at silentjimdotcom as well. You're going to hear those stories. It should encourage you, inspire you, and equip you even. We'll give very specific strategies. We're not holding back the secret sauce on our podcast. As you listen to other episodes of our show and scroll back in time, you're going to hear very specific, detailed instructions on how to do the business. But we've put it all into a course. And for those who want to go faster, go further, faster, we've got a great coaching program where you can work one-on-one with one of the great leaders from our community who is basically a student like you who started off kind of new, didn't know their way around, didn't know how to make money online yet, but they built a beautiful business using the proven Amazon course or our coaching. And then they came back to us with a teacher's heart and said, hey, I'd like to help teach others to do the same thing I just did. That's our coaching program. We have about 60 coaches, and that's how we found all of them. Successful students with a teacher's heart who came back and said, yeah, I'd be willing to take one-on-one and mentor serious students to go further, faster. So that's a lot about us, what we have to offer. Let's talk about the proven Amazon course for just a moment. Like I said, you can start off completely green, completely new. You've never made any money online. You've never run a business before. We're going to take you by the hand and walk you through the process. Now, that's not the only thing the proven Amazon course does. It also grows with you over time. We believe in real-time education. What that means is we're not going to give you a whole bunch of information just in case you need it someday. We're going to give you what you need when you need it. We call it just-in-time education as opposed to just-in-case education. Do you see the difference? So we're going to handhold you at your own pace. And there's actually dozens of models that we've discovered for earning money on Amazon. And we've got those all in the proven Amazon course library. For one low monthly price, you become a proven Amazon course member, kind of like Netflix. If you've got a Netflix membership, it's either on or off. You've either got all of it or you've got none of it. That's how the proven Amazon course works as well. And just like Netflix, we're always adding new content in. So you can stay up to date on the latest ideas and strategies, the shifts in the market. We keep you up to date with all of that. There's a good reason that our community has been voted consistently as one of, if not the number one community in the world for serious entrepreneurs and specifically Amazon sellers. This is the number one podcast according to recent voting. We have the number one live event, which maybe we can talk about more soon. But if you're in our community, you'll hear about our live events. Our course ranks high, our Facebook group ranks high. There's a reason for that because we truly care about your success. We have an abundance mindset here. Let's talk about that for just a moment. Your mindset matters a lot. There's one thing that I've noticed having observed thousands of businesses either make it or not make it. Mindset and relationships are so vital. So we like to have an abundance mindset here. What does that mean? We see the Amazon opportunity, specifically the opportunity that I'm about to tell you about, as being a blue ocean of opportunity, meaning it's huge and it's rapidly expanding. So it doesn't hurt us or cost us anything to share with you the ideas that work, the strategies that work. And the way we distinguish the serious students from the people who are just considering this as one of 50 other things they might do in the next week is we say people who are willing to pay a little bit of money are taking themselves seriously, they're taking us seriously, and we're ready to spend some time helping them. If you're not willing to put a little bit of money, and I'm talking very little, but at least a little bit of something, then we're not sure if you're serious yet or not. And you can certainly enjoy our free resources. Our podcast is free. Our Facebook group is free. You will not find any other community in the e-commerce world that gives away more free content. Sit back, enjoy, take it at your own pace. But when you're ready to get serious, for a low monthly cost, the proven Amazon course is step number one. From there, you may want to consider a low-cost add-on. We're not trying to upsell you a bunch of stuff, but there's one option that you do want to consider, and it kind of depends on your personality type. But for a very low cost, one-time fee, you can get into group coaching. And that means you're going to get 4 sessions with a coach on our team and the other new sellers, and we're going to help you through all those initial getting started speed bumps that otherwise might derail you or slow you down. Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to plow ahead, just give me the content, I'll do it myself, that's great. Other people like the group dynamics, they like the accountability, they like being able to meet people on our team, being helped in live sessions to get through those first handful of what we call the intense focused effort portion of your journey, where there's some things you got to do that takes a little commitment, a little focused attention, like getting your account set up, getting a simple $20 per month software installed. You've got a few things you got to do. Speaking of $20 per month software, you might be wondering, what does this cost, Jim? Please share me. What does it cost to start the business model you're going to tell us about? The basic Amazon selling model, we call it the replens model. We invented it, we perfected it, we've built software tools and systems around it around here. We've got multiple seven-figure sellers doing just that model in our community. And I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But the cost is about $100 per month. That's the basic, plus whatever money you need to buy your inventory, which could be a few extra $100 per month on top of that. That's the basic cost. So let's break down that $100 per month cost. You've got, as of right now, these prices could change in the future, but as of right now, about $40 a month for your professional Amazon seller account, about $20 a month for a piece of software that will teach you how to use in a very unique way that's going to get you going. And then the rest of the money goes towards your monthly education costs. Now, like I said, any of those prices could go up, but that's an approximation. $100 approximately per month is the baseline to get into this business and take it seriously. It's hard to do by skipping any of the steps that I just gave you. And then a few hundred per month for inventory if you want to ramp up at the most basic, slowest possible level and still see results. Having thousands of dollars that you can throw at this doesn't necessarily speed up your journey, because we're going to be very methodical and take all the risk out of your journey to the greatest degree possible so that you'll make any big expensive mistakes. We're going to ramp you up nice and slow. So speaking of risk, let's talk about why we chose the specific business model that we teach. We call it, like I said earlier, the replens model, short for replenishing, because really all you're doing is replenishing popular products on Amazon's store shelves, or their warehouse shelves, I should say. If you weren't aware, Amazon has 200 plus warehouses in the United States. And by the way, we start most of our new students out selling in the US, no matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter where you live. We're probably going to start you off buying and selling in the US. If you live outside of the country, you're never going to see or touch your inventory. We've got a whole system built. It's beautiful. You'll hear numerous interviews with our successful students on our podcast if you listen, from people who live all over the world. But it's the replenish model for this reason. We're replenishing the understocked or unstocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses on literally millions of products. Now, let me paint an image for you if that doesn't quite make sense. What's happening all day, every day at a record level, unseen in world history, is people are getting online on Amazon, and half of all transactions in the United States online any given day are happening on one website. That's Amazon. And millions of people are paying for speed and convenience, meaning they're not shopping Amazon's entire 200 warehouse network when they shop. Kind of like you're not shopping all the restaurants in the United States if you use DoorDash. You're only using the restaurants near you. That's how millions of shoppers use Amazon all day, every day. They shop the warehouse nearest them looking for fast delivery options. And we've perfected the process of identifying underserved shelf space in Amazon's network and then helping you go pay full retail price, mark up significantly the products you're selling, and win sales at beautiful profit margins. We give hundreds of examples of the exact products and the exact charts that you're looking for and how to identify these opportunities. It's not rocket science by any means. There is a small learning curve, but we will get you there. That's the business model. Everyday products. You can walk down the aisles of your local Walmart and you'll see them right there on the shelf in abundance, but they're products that are either understocked or unstocked entirely in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And you can pay full retail price, mark up the products, and make beautiful margins. And that's just one business model of dozens that we teach around here. A lot of the power of this community is going to be the people you meet, the people you're interacting with, serious business owners. As a mentor of mine once said, if the only thing I know about you is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, I don't know anything else about your education, your marital status, your childhood, where you live in the world, the melanin in your skin. I don't know any of that stuff. I don't need to know any of that stuff. If all I know is you've run a profitable, successful business over an extended period of time, you're one of the safest bets I could ever make. You're the kind of people I want to hang out with. That's what we have here. So you're going to quickly realize the culture that we've built here, the positive, like I mentioned earlier, the abundance mindset culture that we've built. It's going to be very encouraging to you. We're going to help you through the challenges you face. And you're going to meet a whole bunch of us who are doing this business all day, every day, here to encourage you. Now, one of the most popular questions we get is, Jim, it sounds almost too good to be true. Isn't this saturated? Isn't there too many people doing this already? Well, let me paint some pictures for you here that'll help you understand that not only is this not saturated, the game has barely begun. Now, maybe you'll want to pause this audio after I ask you the following question and maybe think about it yourself and see if you can come up with the answer. Just give me a guess. So here's the question. What percentage of retail sales in the United States are happening online any given day, week, or month? What percent is happening online? Meaning, how much are people shopping in stores, getting in their car, going to Walmart versus shopping online? What do you think it is? Do you think we're at 50% online and 50% retail stores? What's your guess? Come up with a percentage of what you think it is. Pause the audio or video now and come up with a guess. I'd love to have you actually think about it because I'm going to give you the answer in a minute and we're going to compare answers, okay? So I'm going to assume you pause if you're planning on it. I'm going to give you the answer now. Way less than 20% of all retail activity in the United States is happening online. Did you know that? That's a US government data. You can go ask any AI or Google, go find out yourself. Yeah, it's a pretty low number, shockingly low number. You'd think that online had taken over the world. That's not the case. Far less than 20%, as I'm recording this, of retail activity is happening online. Well, why would I point that out? Simply because if people are concerned about saturation, the game hasn't even begun yet. Of that less than 20%, let's say it's about 16%, half that is Amazon. So Amazon is about 8% of retail in the United States and climbing rapidly. E-commerce is projected to be 25, then 30, then 35, then 40% of retail spending. That means it's going to double in the next decade or so. Double where we are right now. Twice as much money will be spent by consumers online compared to right now within the next 10 years. That should encourage you. When I said the blue ocean's getting bigger, I'm not kidding. And at any given time, we provide evidence and proof of this all the time. It's one of my favorite things to show new students. Right now, as I'm recording this, I could show you in a few seconds millions of products. That's not an exaggeration. Millions of products that you could hop on Google and source and find in retail stores easily that are either ridiculously understocked or completely unstocked in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the other thing these millions of products have in common is they're very hot sellers. They sell at a predictable, rapid, steady pace. Unstocked or understocked hot selling items. That's where we start you out. That's what we're going to teach you. That's what we're about to show you. And the beautiful thing about this model, this replens model that we're going to show you is it opens up so many other cool doors of opportunity that you can choose to walk through or not. We have many multiple seven-figure sellers in our community who stay just with this one selling model, filling the unstocked and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 plus warehouses in the United States. That's it. That's all they do. We've built software that can completely automate it. We actually call it, the nickname for it around here, hundreds of us are using it, is called the system. You can read more about that software at 3pmercury.com if you'd like. That's the number 3, the letter P, then the word mercury.com. Go read about it. My good friend Kang, who was featured in one of my all-time favorite episodes, episode 754 of this podcast. Go back and listen to that episode. You're going to hear the heart of a man who was crushed and broken in this community, and God pulled him out of a really dark scenario. And he's a brilliant businessman and a software genius. He has automated the systems that we talk about around here in a way that's never been done before in our industry. We are changing the reselling game for all Amazon sellers. It's an incredible opportunity, a great time to be in our community, a great time to be getting into this opportunity as well. So I told you some facts and numbers about Amazon, about retail sales, about online sales. Well, you should also know that about 60% of everything sold on Amazon is being sold by third-party sellers. Did you know that? All the billions of dollars, Amazon did multiple billion dollars in a single day on a recent Prime Day in mid 2025. Multiple billion dollars of sales in one day. 60% of that is small businesses, people who are stocking Amazon's shelves with everyday common items and helping fill the underserved shelf space. And we've got incredible stories that we'll be sharing with you. I'm not going to dive into a whole lot of it right now. You can listen to our podcast, but it's not about winning the price game. It's not about trying to have a lower price than your competition. It's about finding the shelf space where there is no competition, and then you can charge more money there. With 200 warehouses and millions of customers, there are loads of shoppers today who are going to pay way less than they were willing to for items that will arrive way later than they were hoping they'd arrive. This has happened to you as a shopper. This is the opportunity. So hang with me. Let's think about Amazon as a shopper for a moment. Have you ever shopped on Amazon and been looking at a product and saw that you have 4 or 5 options for buying that product? 4 or 5 people are selling it. 4 or 5 different businesses have different price points and different delivery dates. And Amazon, by default, suggests one price to you. Let's say the suggested price is $20 for this dog toy that you're wanting to get for your dog. $20. Well, you look at the delivery date and it's 7 to 8 days out. And you think to yourself, well, okay, that's a good price. I'm willing to pay $20. I don't know if I want to wait a week though. So you look at the other sellers and look, there's another seller selling that same product for $29, $9 more. They can have it to you by tomorrow. What are you going to do? Well, maybe you'd be willing to wait a week and only pay $20, but there's plenty of people who would pay $9 more to get it fast. We would call that product an understocked, underserved ASIN or underserved listing. ASIN is the nickname that Amazon gives to every listing in their catalog. It's a little code that distinguishes every product from other products. So don't get stuck on that. But that product is understocked. It's underserved. How do we know? Because there's no cheap, fast delivery option currently, meaning you can send inventory in, charge more, and the customers who want it fast are going to be willing to pay more. We see evidence of that all day, every day. So it's not about winning the price war. It's about filling underserved shelf space. That's one of the initial strategies we'll teach you. And once your eyes are open to that possibility, you're going to see opportunities everywhere. We've had students of ours sell on products that already have 200 other sellers. That's right. Did you know there's popular products in Amazon's catalog with 100 or 200 other sellers already on it? They jump in and make a profit. Not only do they jump in and make a profit on those understocked hot selling items, they're making a profit as the highest priced seller on those items. Now, who in their right mind would look at 200 price options and choose the highest one as a shopper? Who would do that? Well, they'd only do that if you were providing the fastest shipping option. So in my example that I just gave you, it was a student of ours who found a very hot selling product that wasn't stocked well in Amazon's warehouse network. It was completely unstocked, as a matter of fact, because all the other sellers, because of its low price point, were choosing to sell it merchant fulfilled, meaning they were shipping it from their own garage, which meant it would take at least 3 or 4 days to get to the buying customer. So when shoppers went to look at that product, they were seeing a bunch of delivery dates that were 3, 4, 5 days out. And a lot of shoppers were fine paying less money and waiting 3, 4, or 5 days. But other shoppers, many of them, a whole bunch of them, said, I want the fastest option. I don't care if it costs me a little bit more. So our student was selling a very inexpensive, easily sourced item as the highest priced seller. He actually sold a few thousand of them in just a few weeks. Pretty incredible story, right? But it helps illustrate the opportunity. You don't have to beat the other sellers in the price game. What you're doing is you're filling the underserved shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network. And the sooner that makes sense, that you're not looking for price advantages, you're looking for understocked and unstocked shelf space, the game starts to really open up for you at that point. All right, so what else are we going to talk about? We're so glad that you're considering our community. We want you to take your time. We want to earn your trust. We want you to meet the good people of our community. I'm going to give you a test that you need to be doing every time you consider any business opportunity or any time you're about to spend money on the internet, for that matter. One of the things that you should always do, we've been encouraging this for over a decade, is you should find whoever's in charge of that community or that offer or that business opportunity that you're considering and send them a message or get into their group if they have one and ask this. Leave them a comment on one of their videos and ask this and say, I want to hang out with the people who have successfully used your services. I want to interact with them. I want to interact with people who have followed your business model. I want to get to know them. I want to see them interacting with each other. I want to see just how valid it is to them. I want to hear their stories. I want to take my time. Ask your version of that question to the people in charge of the group and see how they respond. The way we respond in this group is by having the largest, most robust, active, friendly, abundance-minded community that you can enjoy for years if you'd like at no charge of people who are doing the business models we teach. Come on in, ask your questions. We've answered all those questions before. We're happy to answer them from you as well. Take your time, get to know us, listen to our podcast completely free. See, the point I'm making is if the community or the business opportunity or the expert or the guru or the YouTube sensation that you're following doesn't have a community that you can become a part of for free, you probably should avoid that opportunity. Because if they're not producing success stories and those people aren't gathering somewhere, why are you going to give them your money? In our case, we've got, if not the lowest cost, one of the lowest cost options for an Amazon education in the industry with literally thousands of reviews and success stories. We're proud of our reputation. Do your research. Plug into our community. We believe we have right now, and I'll start to wrap up here. We have right now in our possession what we call the low, high business opportunity of our lifetimes. Low, high. What does that mean? Let me explain. This is a phrase that was coined by one of the great coaching team leaders in our community. And she observed that the Replin's business model, the Amazon selling model that we're about to teach you, that filling the empty and understocked shelf space in Amazon's 200 warehouse network is the lowest risk, lowest cost, lowest learning curve business model with the highest odds of success of anything that we've ever seen, online or offline. Low, high. Low risk, low cost, low learning curve, high odds of success if you follow the program. What's it mean to follow the program? Get into the Proven Amazon course. The website is provenamazoncourse.com. Or if you want to have a completely free 30-minute conversation with us. I answer these calls. Got a couple great people on our team, consultants who work with businesses and others to help them make good decisions about their business. Completely free half-hour consultation. We'd love to hear from you. All of that can be found at silentjim.com, silentjim.com. If you want to go straight to our consulting page where you have a free conversation with us, there's a link at silentjim.com, or you can go to silentjim.com/book-a-call. That's silentjim.com/book-a-call. Let's have a conversation. Let's get to know each other. We'd love to hear from you. I'm going to leave you with a free gift. I wrote a book. It's called Silent Sales Machine. It's been translated into a few different languages, actually. You can see an older copy of it right here next to me. If you're watching the video, that was a Korean copy, I believe. But it's 11 different versions of this book. It's sold well over 1 million copies worldwide. I want to give you a copy free, a digital copy, no obligation. Okay. Here's how you get it. Go to silentjim.com/free11. The word free, then the number one, 2 digits. That's going to get you version 11, which is the latest version, completely free. I'd love for you to go through that. What we're going to do is help you decide what your best path forward is with all the e-commerce opportunities that are in front of you, based on your experiences, your demeanor, your personality, the opportunities based on your region in the world. What makes the most sense for you to do next to start putting money in the bank using the internet creatively? We've coached nearly 10,000 people over the past 20 plus years in e-commerce. We've learned a lot as a team. And I've put a lot of those lessons into the book. We're going to keep you away from the crazy stuff that you'll regret. We're going to teach you how to choose a good opportunity. We're going to tell you a lot about what we do around here and why you should maybe consider having us along for your e-commerce success journey. So get over to silentjim.com/free 11 and grab that book and let us know what you think. Jump into our Facebook group, send us a message. We'd love to hear from you. Hey, thanks for spending part of your weekend with me. It's a huge honor. There's so much more I could say, but I'm going to leave it up to you to decide if this sounds good and you want more information. Just scroll back in time on our podcast, listen to the episodes, the most recent, and then scroll back and stay up to date with the new ones as they come out. We produce up to 3 new great episodes per week. So you're going to miss a lot if you jump away from our community too much. So when you get back, be sure to catch the new episodes. We're the only podcast in all of e-commerce, to my knowledge, that features hundreds of interviews with students who are following the strategies taught on the podcast. That is pretty validating. We're very proud of that. It's probably the reason why we were voted the #1 podcast for Amazon sellers in the world recently, late 2024. Well, God bless you, business building warrior. It's been an honor to spend some time with you. Stay in the fight. We're here to support you. We're in your corner. We're rooting for you. We celebrate business success in our community, and we're going to celebrate your success soon. We'll have more good stuff for you very soon. Talk to you then.